Yes, we are still driving the month of April, and today happens to be the 16th of April, and the year is 2025. And I can confirm to you, we are just some few hours for Easter celebration. My name is Oraku Benson Pastore, and it's the news program at West Nile Television that comes on your way from Mondays to Saturdays from the hour of 7 up to the hour of 8 p.m., whereby a lot of things continues to transpire around the world. But basically, we normally give a lot on what's happened within West Nile region. And we had the ball games for USSSA finals, which took place in Marata. I'll be giving you highlights about how things transpired. But before we go further, first take a look at the headlines as usual.
Coming up in the news headlines tonight, police in West Nile urge to promote professionalism and discipline. Youths of Irie Parish in Adjumani have been given 7.2 million grant. All seed roads needed to enhance productivity in Moyo. For this and more in the NILECAST news bulletin. Seed roads needed to enhance productivity in Moyo. For this and more in the NILECAST news bulletin. All seed roads. Coming up in the news headlines tonight, police in West Nile urge to promote professionalism and discipline. Youths of Irie Parish in Adjumani have been given 7.2 million grant. All seed roads needed to enhance productivity in Moyo. For this and more in the NILECAST news bulletin. Coming up in the news headlines tonight, police in West Nile urge to promote professionalism and discipline. Youths of Irie Parish in Adjumani have been given 7.2 million grant.
We apologize for that technical error, but that one can't stop us from moving forward. As I had said, police in West Nile are asked to promote professionalism and discipline while carrying out their duties to protect and serve the community. This call was made during an engagement with police officers in Pakwach district, which happened on 16th of April 2025. Take a look at the story.
Police officers in the West Nile region have been urged to promote professionalism and discipline while carrying out their duties to protect and serve the community. The call was made by SSP Ratif Zake, West Nile Regional Police Commander, during an engagement with the police officers in Pakwach District. Ratif Zake noted that the call for professionalism and discipline among West Nile police officers is crucial for maintaining public trust and ensuring effective law enforcement.
I want to encourage you to be disciplined. Discipline is the core of our operations. You know, when you join police or whatever, the armed forces, the first thing they start teaching you is funga fungua. You remember that? Funga fungua, funga fungua. They are trying to teach you a discipline. Then in a week's time, you learn turn right, left, what. That's a discipline. You learn parade. It's a discipline. They are trying to train you to be disciplined. And of course, maybe after 1 month or two, they make you to learn a lot of things. So discipline is very, very core in our operations.
According to Zake, by holding these values, police officers can better serve their communities and address challenges with integrity and accountability.
Please, the money which would have been used to buy for you, improve your welfare, in billions, by the way, that money goes to compensate people whom you have trampled on their rights. So we need to be careful with that.
Meanwhile, SP Collins Asia, Public Relations Officer, West Nile Region, equally added that police officers should be held accountable for their actions, ensuring transparency and trust within the community. He added that by building positive relationships with the community can enhance cooperation and improve public safety.
You are just there in the barracks. There's a barracks, you think it's for your father. People came and left. Me also, I'll be there, will leave. And another officer, new officers are going to come. So when you are here, you think about your personal development. Not only here, every time you are busy, I don't want to reach home. That is what I can say. Thank you.
Following established protocols and procedures helps maintain consistency and fairness in policing practices. By promoting professionalism and discipline, the police force in West Nile can enhance its effectiveness and contribute to a safer, more just society. Alfred Jawok, Camilla Stansha, West Nile TV, NILECAST.
Away from that story from Pakwach, now moving to Adjumani district, that's across the Nile. Youths of Ayir Paris in Adjumani district have been given 7.2 million grant a design project under Food for the Hungry to empower youth livelihood. This award was given to the best performing groups under the project. Onzima Alan compiles the story.
Irish Children, Youth and Community for Change CYCC project, a design project under Food for the Hungry to empower youth in livelihood programs such as poultry, vegetable management, apiary, and bakery skills, awards the best performing groups under the project. Marion Prosi Nafuna, the area program manager for Food for the Hungry, highlighted a brief overview of the program, adding that they have trained and selected groups of competitors based on their performance to present different ideas in innovations and branding of their business enterprises.
Today we are having the pitching event for the social enterprise for youth. We are specifically working in Okusha James Sub-County in Ayiri, targeting both refugees and host communities. This particular program started with a training on social enterprise using the HCD approach. We trained 160 youths, jointly together with OPM, also the Prime Minister, and the district, especially the production department and commercial department. Out of the 160 youth that were selected jointly with the different stakeholders, including the refugee leaders, the sub-county officials, the community leaders, LCs, FH itself, and other partners that are implementing livelihood program.
Edema Richard, Principal Chief Administrative Officer at Adjumani District Local Government, applauded Food for the Hungry for the initiative and said as government they will be working hand in hand with Food for the Hungry to change the life of the community.
The FH Association and formerly Food for the Hungry, this is not the first intervention that we have been implementing together. The implementations or interventions that we have done together during the refugee crisis, that is what we call emergency, which we implemented together with you to achieve the objectives of settling the refugees together with the host community.
Flora Ifuho, a beneficiary from Food for the Hungry, a resident of Maji 3 settlement in Adjumani district, said they choose bakery since there is a lot of challenges in the community when it comes to the bakery service, and through Food for the Hungry support, they can do something better to serve the community.
My enterprise is bakery. and beckoned by its intense significance, it reversed to a place where people bought goods like cats and salt to Nairobi's bakery to improve the quality and the standard of bread people sells in the community. Secondly, to improve the food items fundamental for human consumption.
Obuma is Simon Peter, Assistant Resident District Commissioner, Jumani District, who was the guest of honor, handed over the grant check to the youths and urged them to use the money in correct ways so that they can promote livelihood in their community.
This must be one of the transparent activities of youth selection, because it's to you and it's your proposal to determine whether you will get the fund or not. So which means if you don't have a proper proposal, you will miss the fund. And there's no one to be blamed for that. I also want to thank the people who trained there. I'm sure it's the staff of the Hungry. You trained them well.
Food for the Hungry has been in support of the youths in two thematic areas of Okusijoni sub-county and Itirikwa sub-county in Ajumani district. They call for more support and urge the youth to engage in livelihood. Kashundot Fancy Onzima Alan reporting for West Nile Television NILECAST.
Still keeping the pace within Greater Madi region, this time moving to Moyo. All city roads need to enhance productivity in Moyo district. This one came during the joint monitoring of the government projects across the district, where both technical and political leaders moved to inspect the progress of the project. Okumu Dominic has more about it.
During the joint monitoring of the government projects across the district leaders, both technical and political, moved to inspect the progress of the projects, which ranged from the roads project to health centers and schools in a bid to ensure quality service delivery to the public. Ojok Khalil Bran, the Deputy Chief Administrative Officer Moyo, said under the 11.3-kilometer oil seed road project, the government has invested 1.7 billion shillings and lauds the contractor for being physically present on site to supervise the progress of the roads, adding that the district needs the oil seeds roads so as to enhance production and productivity so as to promote food security across the district.
Those three road links are all awarded at a cost of 1.7 billion. We are impressed with the speed, first of all, that the proprietor, the main contractor, is on site. He is the one monitoring and supervising the work with his team. That gives us confidence that he's going to deliver. We need those roads because we need to enhance production and productivity. We expect our farmers now to increase acreage so that we address food security as well as also getting money for our households.
As CJ Bisam, the Secretary of Finance and Production, Moyo District, said the road is aimed at connecting the farmers to their gardens and to the market, which to him will have positive impact among the farmers, and lauds the funders of the project for their enormous support in improving the livelihood of the farmers across the district.
The design of this road is meant to lead farmers to a farmland. And practically you can see that the road works is moving on well, and it is going to improve access to farmland. And it will also assist farmers in bringing their produce, first of all, to home and also to the market. I think that through that project, we are going to achieve big.
Nyerere Julia Sambama, the Assistant Resident District Commissioner Moyo, feels the speed of the contractor will make the completion of the road project to be before the stipulated time, which to him is so encouraging.
The first lot where we went to inspect the road, the contractor is busy putting maram, the trucks are on the ground, work is so moving very steadily. We are so impressed. I think in less than 3 weeks, that road will fully now be marramed, and they will now start installing culverts and opening drainage.
Dr. Christopher, the district production officer Moyo, said the district intends to enhance the level of production among the farmers through the provision of good road links, adding that only time will tell whether this objective will be achieved or not.
We want to enhance their productivity, to enhance the volume of their production by assuring them with a good road network to the market. However, the results still stand to be seen. We know these are agricultural locations with no road links, and I think this is coming as a golden opportunity.
Robert Mwesije, the managing director Beam Family Constructions Limited, who is the contractor of the 11.3 kilometers oilseed road, when asked on the progress of the work, said the road work stands at 70% and expect to hand over the roads to the district in less than 3 months' time from now.
So far the progress is quite good. We are almost approaching 70% of the works. We have finished one of the links, Digre. Then we are on Chinyirubongo Road, and we are dumping in a few, most probably in a week's time, we should have finished dumping the marram, and we'll be processing the gravel. As far as the environment is concerned, we are very sensitive to the environment. We make the roads clean, and at the end of the day to make sure that the waters, and we are going to plant the new trees along the roads and the bore pit areas.
Dominic Anthony Okumu, West Nile TV, NILECAST.
What about in the world of sports? I know when people see me like this, they don't expect me to leave the studios minus highlighting something about what's transpiring in the world of sports, because they have ever been seeing me doing it before, and I want to promise you that before I leave the studios, maybe in a minute I need to give you how things are happening outside there, both at the regional level and also outside the world. And I can confirm to you, the regional competition for secondary school ball games final climax today, with Mvara Senior Secondary School emerging as the champions in boys sector after edging Komponi College by a goal to nil. Komponi is actually a team that comes from Adjumani district. Meanwhile, Mvara is actually within the city status, and that goal actually came when they were left with 2 minutes to the added time, I should say, in the closing edges. That means Mvara are the champions of regional ball games at the secondary level, winning it back-to-back. Last season, they were also the champions, beating Paideses in the finals. Again, this time, they have maintained their record. Meanwhile, from girls sector, it has again gone into the hands of Moyo Star. That's after winning it in the penal shootout 3-2 against the girls of Ayume. Francis Ayume Memorial Senior Secondary School. That means in total we have 5 schools from Western region that are going to represent the flag of the region at the national level. We have Mvara Senior Secondary School, the champions, the runners-up, that's Komponi College, SS, not forgetting about third playoffs winners. I am talking about the school in the names of Moyo Star Senior Secondary School. Moyo Star in the third playoffs final in boys football, they did beat a Republic in the penalty shootout, and also we have one representative from the host district, that's Marta district. I am talking about a school in the names of Marta district. Marta district, of course, also won their game in the third playoffs final there. We have from girls football, they are taking 2 representatives. That's Marta Domestic Senior Secondary School, not forgetting about Moyo Star. Not forgetting about, not Marta Domestic, rather, from girls football, they only picking 2, the champions and the runners-up. That's Francis Ayumi Senior Secondary School, not forgetting about Moyo Star, that's the champions. Meanwhile, from the boys, as I had said earlier on, the champions, Mvara Senior Secondary School, followed by Komponi College, not forgetting about Moyo Star. That means from Moyo, we are sending 2 representatives, and they are the only district that has done it brilliantly, sending 2 representatives, and also from 1 school. That means they have qualified both in boys football and also in girls football. Let's hope that financial constraints will not bring them down. And also in UEFA Champions League, things happened yesterday night with Aston Villa winning against Paris Saint-Germain, but they went ahead in aggregate. That's Paris Saint-Germain for you. On the other side, Matthias Barcelona traveled to Germany. They still managed to maneuver through to the semi-finals. They were beaten by 3-1 by Borussia Dortmund. Coming tonight, everyone is waiting to see if Real Madrid can overturn the deficit they had in the first leg as they welcome Arsenal at Santiago Bernabeu. I know so many people can remember this. The first leg ended by 3-0. Not only that one, but the team of Bayern Munich will also be carrying 2-1 deficit to Italy as they take on Inter Milan. So we shall see how things will happen come in tonight's UEFA Champions League. With that, we are closing the chapter until tomorrow.